Let the blessings come from the north, from the south, the east and the west. We have overcome by the words of our mouth. We have victory, yeah. Let the blessings come.
Hello, viewers. This is DrCI. You're welcome to this episode of 10 Minutes with DrCI. And today we have an interesting discussion, which we also eventually accumulate into praying with you. We are having, featuring our guest who is into eating your food as medicine in terms of wellness, dance and fitness, what you need to do, organic eating for total health, and the food, the kind of food you need to eat, the importance of exercising. The Bible says, physical exercises profited little, but godly exercise profited much. In other words, there's still an important thing about exercise. So our guest today is Ndifreke-Ziza Senewo. She's a dance and a wellness coach, an instructor in Ziza dance, fitness, and wellness. She's passionate about what she does, and she will give us much. She has, over the years, she has been trained and guided many to adopt a natural alternative diet by reducing to the barest minimum processed and artificial diet. Apparently, they are going to talk to people like us who prefer to eat pounded yam, as much as possible. So we are going to also look at other areas of health. This is very important. We've seen a lot of news now, people dying, the youths dying, and people are like, what is the cause of the death? Because we don't take good care of our body. There was something that happened in my personal house before I bring the guests. And then we were checking, a very close, my wife, checking her blood pressure. And then she just suddenly said, let her check mine. And she discovered I was almost on 200 degrees. And that was an alarm. The doctors were like, if something had happened, I would have, that was it, heart attack or something. And boy, oh boy, I never knew. I was not sick, but I know I was just having some headache and I felt it's reading too much. So today we are going to talk to people like that, which is very important, especially pastors, ministers. We are so busy in the church and we are not doing what God wants us to do in terms of taking care of our own body. So let me bring in our sister today, who is joining us, Sister Ndifreke. She's going to join us and then say hello to the viewers. Okay, are you on now? Hello,
yes,
please say hello to viewers.
Yes, I'm
on. Okay. You are welcome to this 10 minutes with DrCI. We are so glad to have you today. So I want you to tell us, I just made a very brief summary about who you are, but I want you to tell us more about you, introduce yourself to our viewers, and what is all this fitness all about. Of course, when we say fitness, people understand, but I want you to tell us what your company is all about, and then what we expect from you today.
Okay. Good afternoon, viewers. It's nice being here. I'm Ndifreke-Ziza Senewo.
Okay.
I'm first of all a child of the Most High God. That's how I introduce myself, because I encountered Christ when I was 14, and that changed everything about my life. And I am a wellness and fitness coach, a dance instructor, and also passionate about what you put in your mouth. Because over the years, I've experienced it. What goes into your mouth determines how the output of your life most times. So that's who I am in just few sentences: a dance and wellness coach and a child of the Most High God.
Okay.
Okay. My company, Ziza Dance and Wellness Company, is all about putting these things that I am together and putting it out there for everyone to benefit. We have the dance, we have the fitness, which houses the very key, your diet. And then we have the organic store where we source for these things that you need to keep your body healthy. So we source for them and make them available to you. So if you can ask us for anything organic, we call it organic superstore. So anything natural and organic. You don't need to go far. We are just really blessed in Nigeria. So it's here and you don't need to go anywhere. So that's why the organic store was actually brought in. So we have the dance, the fitness exercise, and then the organic store.
Okay. I know there's no more space now to begin to demonstrate the type of dance, that the man will say anytime you will come into the fellowship, you must be ready to dance, whether with your stomach or with your head, as
Yes,
long as you are dancing.
yes,
You
yes.
know, you know.
They
But
are different. They actually, I just even did a YouTube on praise with Ziza. You can actually praise and work out in praise. In my YouTube channel, there's a video there, praise with Ziza, Ninja praise with Ziza. And the most interesting thing is that I started out dancing and I received it from God. So we're going to talk about that later, I
okay,
guess. So
okay. Okay, that's lovely. Now, I want to know about your journey to becoming an advocate for natural and organic living and eating. There are people, a friend of mine was celebrating 1 year of not drinking Coca-Cola. He took it very seriously because he was so much into drinking cola. He wanted energy drink. There are people like that. You just feel like this drink, you must drink it, you know. And I want to tell us about your journey into this natural and, what you have to say to our viewers in terms of what you put on.
Let the blessings come from the north, from the south, the east and the west. We have overcome by the words of our mouth. We have victory, yeah. Let the blessings come.
okay, I actually started out just like I said earlier. At 14, I gave my life to Christ, and at 17, God began to show me what I'm supposed to be doing for life. And part of it was dance, and He tilted me towards dancing for Him and bringing sanity to the dance industry, knowing that you can actually be sane and be a dance person. And just like David danced. So I started out dancing at that 17, and my journey began to unveil when God placed the healing gift in me. I'm supposed to be bringing healing to people. But my mom fell ill and was sick for over 4 years. And she passed on. And I didn't see that healing happening. It was a disappointment, but you know what? I never gave up on God. I followed Him, and after then, I moved into exercising, added exercising, because one of the benefits of dancing is exercising. And I started, moving into exercising and adding it to my dance journey. And I didn't understand why I laid hands on my mom and she did not get healing and she passed on. And from that time on, God began to open my eyes to the healing that He has called me into. It's more of the healing that God made available in Genesis chapter 1. He had provided all things that the body needed even before He created the body. Before He created Adam, He provided everything that Adam needed. And that's why He said that He has given us all things that pertains to life and godliness. So now I began to open my eyes to see that without exercise, it does not stand alone. It goes with what you put into your mouth. And now began to move deeper into understanding, especially when I now had another family member that was very, very sick and almost dying. And now began to open my eyes that what goes into our mouth most times is what He has not designed for the body. And I now began to research what did God design for the body? And looking through scriptures, if you look at Genesis chapter 1, if you look at Revelation 20, the last chapter of the Bible, of Revelation, you will find out that it's also mentioned it there. What our body is supposed to actually eat to stay strong. And honestly, for me, it was a revelation. And I began, and by this time that I was discovering this, I was always having palpitation, even though I was a fitness instructor. But I only focused on dance and exercise. I was having palpitation at that time. So I was not the guinea pig. That was 2010. I began to research and I began to apply it for myself. And to God's glory, this is 11 years. I've not taken anything paracetamol. I've not fallen sick. Even malaria. I don't know what malaria is. I don't know what typhoid is. And God began to open my eyes to understand that when you discover what I've provided for the body and take it into the body, it goes to heal. But when you do contrary, it goes to kill. So analyzing what goes into your mouth per time matters a lot. And then you cannot separate exercise and food. You cannot separate food from rest. Because on the seventh day of creation, God created the heavens and the earth 7 days, and he rested after 7 days. So the three are all encompassing.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So that's how I started my journey. From being a child of the Father, he revealed what I was going to be doing in life, and he began to take me step by step. And now I have the revelation that the healing that he was calling me into was more of the original healing that God gave to man. That's eating your food as medicine, so that you don't need the other second miracle that you're already sick before you are now asking Jesus to heal you. He wants us to be at that point of divine health, not looking for divine healing, but divine health. So, and over the years, God has used me to bring health and healing to many people. So I now began to understand that, okay, when he called me to the ministry of healing, it was more of making sure that people don't even get to be sick. And even when they are sick, they receive healing that repairs the organs of the body, not the ones that kill. You understand?
Awesome. You just mentioned three things. We're in 10 minutes with Dr. CI, and I know you are loaded to say so many things. So we're going to try as much as possible to be brave. Now, you mentioned something, three things. You say one is exercise, number two is the food you eat, number three is rest, so that our viewers will understand that. Now, I want you to know as an expert,
let me give you the name to call it so that you can remember. I call it RED. R is for rest, E is for exercise, and D is for diet. That's what I call it.
Yes. She call it RED, like the color red. R for rest, E for exercise. So rest comes first, then exercise, because if you don't have good rest, you will not exercise well. And then diet. That is lovely. Now, but I want you to tell us what you consider the natural healthy diet. And an unnatural and unhealthy diet is very important, because there are people like us who feel that rice and beans are together. So we must eat rice and beans in the morning, we must eat plantain and fried yam in the afternoon, and we delicate it with malt and some kind of concoctions in the night with egg. At the end of the day, we have succeeded in eating carbohydrate throughout. And in the night, you have this preparation and constipation. So please tell us what is natural and unhealthy diet.
A natural and healthy diet is a diet that is free from chemicals and preservatives, first of all. When God provided food, he gave us all the classes of food, and they are all important. But the classes of food, we have carbohydrate, protein, fat and oil, and vitamins, minerals, and water. They are all important to the body, to the functioning of the body. But they have their portions. And when you're talking about all these classes of food, they must be in their natural state, free from chemicals and preservatives. What we have out there is more of foods that are filled with chemicals and preservatives. So you have these classes of food. You say, I'm taking in protein, I'm taking in carbohydrates and all that, but you are taking the processed version. Mineral and all the, malt and all that are supposed not to even come into your diet because their base is mainly chemicals and preservatives. You're not even supposed to mention it. Their poison toxic to the body. So it is very key to understand that the classes of foods are important, but the portions of each class of food that you take in is what matters.
Very important. The portion.
And then you have the portions and the sizes of food. So you find out that your fruits and your vegetables, they have lots of vitamins and minerals. So your body needs them in higher quantity. And don't forget, they must be natural and free of preservatives and chemicals. Then you need also the carbohydrates in smaller quantity. But carbohydrates must be healthy carbohydrates. Your yam, your rice, but the rice is not the refined rice. So you must begin to look at all these things. Then you need the fat and oil. The fat and oil needs to come into your system in very, very minute, little quantity. And it must be healthy oil and healthy fat. And that's when you talk of olive oil and avocado oil and all that. You understand? So they must be in smaller quantity. But so you magnify the ones, the fruits and the vegetables, the ones that give you more minerals and vitamins. But you know what our daily foods are now is that fruits are side food. You know, you just put it a little portion by the side of your plate, or vegetables, or you just take the fruits very little and all that. And then there are combinations that you shouldn't do to prevent constipation, to prevent tummy ache and all that. So you don't combine some things with some things. Just like taking banana with rice. Banana is fruits. Its digestive its digestive properties are different from that of food. So you don't put it side by side. You allow it, you take it in and allow it to digest completely. So you leave like 30, 40 minutes or 1 hour before you take food. If you have to take fruits before your food. And if you have to take it after your food, you must leave like 3 hours or so for the food to must have digested. So I always advise that you take your fruit first thing in the morning in an empty tummy. There you can get 90% of the nutrients from that fruit. And you know, when we talk of eating, it is the nutrients in the food that the body takes in. That's what the body recognizes. Let's not begin to eat because we just want to eat. The body, there are times that we eat and the body did not take any nutrient from that food. So at the end of the day, we've not nourished the body. So it is very key to understand.
It stays in the stomach, and the stomach begins to protrude.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we begin to feel our food because fruits and vegetables, they have lots of fiber. That's another advantage. So they help to digest themselves and every other food that you eat throughout the day. So they help to digest it. So when you understand how your food works and all the things that I'm talking about, the food, they must be taken naturally, not preserved food, not meat pie. You don't take meat pie as the carbohydrates. Meat pie that have been refined and filled with chemical, they go to kill the immune system of the body.
Also, I want you to say, unfortunately, there has been a recent rise in heart attack in Nigeria, you know. And can you share with us some diet routines or food that foster a healthy, heart? So, because it's very important for people. If you are not on medications, then it's very good that you know what kind of food you need to eat so that you don't fall into this accidental death by choice.
Yeah. This time is very short to begin to share everything that we have. Eating, exercise, and all that is very broad. You know, when you connect your life with purpose, You begin to understand why you must not mistreat the body. You understand? You came to earth for a purpose, and God has given you that purpose to accomplish. Why you are eating healthy and doing all these things, it's not because you don't want to die. It's actually because you want to live strong enough to fulfill purpose. The time, not that okay, you are here and you are meant to fulfill purpose, especially our pastors, ministers, children of God. You want to fulfill purpose, yet the body is feeble. We must not be feeble on the battlefield. So, and that's why you look at your heart. We have what we call, a program I convene, total heart health. Your physical heart plus your spiritual heart. That's what makes your total heart. And so you begin to look at your physical heart. How do I take care of it? You must take enough of your fruits, just like I said earlier, your fruits and your vegetables. Make your fruits your friend. Take it in the morning. Take your carbohydrate, little quantity, and make it during the day. Then your body metabolism has woken up. So it's able to break down a lot of, break down the foods that you've taken in and take the nutrient that you need. You need to inculcate healthy fats into your food, like avocado, pear. You need to take walnuts. If you can't find walnuts, we have other nuts that are healthy. You need to put in grains into your food, a lot of grains, that because they are filled with fiber. You have the oats. Make sure you use the whole oats.
Some actually have a lot of salts. So some of those nuts also.
Yeah, so you do. That's why I said that nuts, they are sources of fat. So you need them in very small quantity. If you even have to take granules at all, which I don't advise somebody that has heart issue already, you understand? But it must be just the size of your fist. And granules is very addictive. So you keep the bottle away and just take the size of your feet. You just need that fat in small quantity. But walnut is very fantastic. If you can find it, it's always scarce. You can find it. You have your salmon fish, your Titus fish. Please remove meat from your diet. Remove meat completely from your diet if you know that you are suffering, you are having heart issues. But if you're not having heart issues, you need to reduce your meat to be barest minimum. Do more of fish and do more of salmon fish, Titus fish. They have omega-3 oil and omega-6, so it's able to help your body stand. It's able to help your heart. So and then you do a lot of your green vegetables, your ugu, your water leaf, your shoko. It's all here. God has provided it. And then you make your moringa. Your moringa leaf has lots and lots of vegetables. You can spread it on your food. Please, no late night food. If you have to take anything late night, it should be your carrot, your cucumber, your garden eggs. That's what you should take. Even fruits should be in the morning. You understand? So at 7, you should be able to put a stop to your eating so that you are strong and healthy enough to fulfill purpose. So your heart needs that arrangement of food. It needs all the classes of, but in their portions and in their quantity.
Amen. Thank you very much. Viewers, our web page is there. Our YouTube is there. I want you to follow her in her program because she has loaded things. Personally, I will follow her because we are into this together to make sure that we have healthy life, healthy living. You want to fulfill your purpose in life. So it's very important you take care of your body so that we don't, remember, we are constituted with the spirit, soul, and body. So it's very important. As long as we're in this earth, we must take care of our body. If not, we'll get to heaven and God will begin to say, what are you doing here? It's not yet time, but you have decided to come here by choice, and God will say, okay, you're welcome. And then you are leaving very kids behind who will not know their father or their mother. So this is why it's very important we take care of our body. I want you to tell us something about exercising as we are rounding up in 10 minutes with DrCI. So, is it only for people trying to maintain their weight, exercising? People think exercise is for, I want to watch my weight, I'm watching my weight, with the first time I came into, European country, and I saw someone that was like, oh, you're looking fat, you're looking great. boy, oh boy, she never ate for a few days. And then someone told me, in foreign country, don't tell someone you're looking fat. You said that in Nigeria. I said, so that was first issue with me when we traveled out, So it's very important we know, if I'm back in Africa, someone is looking, we say, you're looking robust, and we're praising them, and then they go and eat more so they can look more robust. Why outside the country, people eat very little to make sure they don't look that far. Can you please tell us the importance of exercising as we are rounding up?
The importance of exercise cannot be overemphasized. People come into the gym because we also have a gym center, and all they ask is weight loss, weight loss. It takes a lot to begin to talk to them. Reorient them. That exercise is first of all for keeping fit. You need exercise for your heart. You need exercise for your blood flow properly. You need exercise for your bones and your marrows. You need exercise for your muscles. You need exercise for your flexibility. And when these things are there and you eat healthy, by the time you join all of them, you will hardly fall sick. Your immunity is always high. Exercise helps your immunity. Your immunity is high and strong. So at the end of the day, you are strong, always strong and energized. You see people that exercise and eat right, they have energy to go a long mile. So exercise is not for losing weight alone. Losing weight, if you need to lose, it's first of all for keeping fit. If you want to lose weight, you now have to do extra. And an average person, if you're not losing weight, you must have a 3 times a week exercise. 3 times a week, at least 30 minutes. At least, if you can go an hour, fantastic. Whether you are slim, you are big, whatever, even if you are underweight, whatever, you need at least 3 times a week to move your body. Don't forget that one of the characteristics of living things is movement. And God created us to move. Even the trees and the plants, they are moving. So how come you not move? And especially this period of this pandemic, that we're always sitting at home, we're working from home, we're sitting down and all that. You need to move your body. It's just very simple. You may not have to hit the gym. Just 30 minutes in your room. You may just dance or do a jumping jack or run on the spot. Get your heart beating and your body sweating. And then you've had a fine time, a good exercise. You understand? So everybody needs exercise because you need it for your heart, you need it for your muscles, you need it for your bones. If you have pain at times, you need it to boost your immunity. And if you have pain in any part of your body, just exercise at times and take a lot of water, and you just find out that the pain is gone.
Awesome. Can you please tell the viewers in a very short time, for someone who has this, to start this journey? Because some people are like, it's not my time. It's not I've passed that level. Now I want to have to do more because I can't get myself back. So what do you need? What will you tell the person about someone who is about to start this journey of healthy living?
Okay, I said it earlier. I don't believe in quick fix. Quick fix always fail most times. You start gradually. First of all, you write out all the elimination diets, all the things that you are putting in your food that you are eating that has that is processed, that has chemicals and preservatives. We know them. Just put them down and tell yourself that you want to eliminate them one after the other. It may take you 2 months, 3 months to eliminate one. First of all, the first thing that I will recommend is sugar, white sugar. If you take off white sugar from your diet, you are taking off 60% of the issues in your body. So that should be your first focus. You take off carbonated drinks.
Can we replace it with honey? Can we replace it with honey?
Yes.
Because most of the honey are also processed.
Yes. No, you begin to look for original. See, if your heart is there, God is going to lead you. You begin to look for original. And then, even when you are adding honey or jaggery, we have sugarcane extract, we have stevia, we have many other sweeteners. Even when you're adding them, they are supposed to be in small quantities. Don't forget that it talks about, it's only fruit and vegetable that you eat in high quantity. Other things are just supposed to be in small quantities. So even the honey that you are replacing is little. You need to work on yourself not to do anything in excess, especially when those things are not good. Then you need to begin to remove those things gradually. Mark them. It can take a year, it can take 2 years, it can take 3 years. Don't try to rush into it. But if you already have health issues, then we need to work with you to take off those things very fast. They are different. If you have health issues, you need to take them off very fast. Or you need a coach to assist you so that you don't give up on the way. You understand? And then you need to inculcate exercising into your daily lifestyle. And then rest, very important. Because if you do and have healthy diet, healthy exercise lifestyle, and you don't rest, you're going to drive the body crazy. And God did not design us not to rest. So you must inculcate this, but it starts gradually. For somebody that is struggling with carbonated drinks, if you were taking 2 bottles a day, tell yourself, I will start taking 1.5. And then you stop buying it for yourself. Stop buying it. Begin to reduce the buying. So what I did, especially like with Indomie, what I did with my children was that's noodles. What I did with my children was that I stopped buying. I only buy when they want to eat. Before I'll get a carton or 2 in the house. But I stopped buying in cartons. When they want to eat, I just buy what they needed. Gradually, because it's not at home, they couldn't see to eat. And so it began to expand the timing. And before you know, this is 8 years now. They don't know what noodles is in the house. You understand? So you take it off gradually. But as I said earlier, for those with health issue, you need to take it off speedily. So, but we'll assist you to embark on that journey because the body is already failing in some things. So you can't afford to take it off gradually to not work.
Yes, thank you very much, Lady Ndifreke-Ziza. They call you Ziza, and I love that, Ziza Senewo. You have done so well by coming into this program. Viewers, I want you to, this is very important because so many bad news are coming in and it's not quite right. As believers, God has given us wisdom so that we should be able to discern what to eat, what to do at a particular time. So this is very good. I want you to follow her, and then you need an urgent attention. You need a coach. She's there in a group, a company to assist you more. Thank you very much. Can you give a lasting word to our viewers watching today? Let them live with something from you.
Okay, I just want to say that thanks for having me, and that it's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. Just get it to your mind that it is a lifestyle change. It's not a quick fix. Journey to healthy living is a lifestyle change. It's not one-off. It's not okay, I stop mineral, I don't stop the other one, I stop this one. No, it's a lifestyle change. But you start from somewhere. You start gradually. Don't make it too difficult. And then you begin to source for the alternatives that are healthy. And then God will open your eyes to see them. And then you can ask us. You can check us on YouTube, Ziza Dance Fitness. Just type Ziza Dance Fitness, YouTube, Instagram, and then you can call my number. You understand? So we begin to have alternatives for you, and then we begin to help you to actually move to that new lifestyle, because God needs your body. The body is a case for the spirit, and so He needs your body to stay on this earth to accomplish the task He has sent you for. Please don't kill that body. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming today. We'll have you next time again. Stay blessed for coming.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate. We appreciate. Stay blessed. Okay. Good night. Viewers, you have just listened to an interesting episode with our sister Ndifreke-Ziza Senewo. This is touching, especially when we had to do with the body. Remember the red, rest, exercise, and diet. I want to quickly pray for someone today. I pray for you that anyone who is having this problem, that God will grant you wisdom, grant you revelation. As you go on, that He will give you the willpower that will sustain and keep you healthy. Because if your body is healthy, your spirit will be healthy. I pray for you that God will grant you miracle. God will grant you open doors. Anyone who is having these issues, anyone passing through difficulties, anyone sick in the body, I speak healing into your body, healing into your spirit, healing into your soul. May God revive you and grant you a supernatural energy, supernatural strength to keep on with Him. Stay blessed and join us next week for another interesting episode of 10 Minutes with DrCI. Good night.
Let the blessings come from the north, from the south, the east and the west. We have overcome by the words of our mouth. We have victory, yeah. Let the blessings come.